What's going on, everybody, and welcome to OneWrestling.com's Big Slam Nation. My name is Billy Ray Valentine, and I got my two PW Hustle brothers with me. A-Track Brown, the dirtiest of the city, and the magnanimous, What are you doing? What is that you doing?
He's being magnanimous.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, you know, listen, we're gonna talk Fastlane. We're gonna do the predictions, all right? But let me give the professor an appropriate intro, because otherwise he just won't be the same. So, coming all the way from Bombay, New Jersey, the magnanimous, the fabulous, the professor, the scholarly, Anthony Quintana, all the way from Bombay, New Jersey. Say something to the people, man.
What's up, Slamites? How y'all doing? Are you ready for Fastlane? Let's get it on, baby.
And of course, the dirtiest of the city, A-Track Brown. A-Track, man, what's up?
Nothing, brother. Chilling like a cold villain.
All right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to throw this up.
Let's get on with the fake news, yo. Let's get on with the fake news.
It's been like a year since he's been on BSN.
Yeah.
Wait, it's been a whole year, A-Track. Where you been?
I've been delivering fake news.
No, not fake news. Very fake news. Very fake. Very fake news. All right, listen. So we're going to do this BSN, and then we're going to record a PW Hustle right afterwards. So if you're a fan, go over and check that out. BSN Fastlane predictions. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to do the pre-show match. Rick Swann and Akira Tozawa versus Brian Kendrick and Noam Dar. A-Track Brown, Professor, then to me. A-Track, give me your thoughts.
Who?
Rick Swann, Akira Tozawa versus Brian Kendrick and Noam Dar.
Okay, Brian, I didn't get.
I'm gonna try to do sign language. I'm gonna try to do sign language for A-Track.
No, I heard the Rick Swann and Akira Tozawa. I didn't hear Brian Kendrick's name. That's why I was like, who? Yeah.
Like it's really gonna make a difference. But anyway,
I'm gonna go with Rick Swann and Tozawa to win this one. I was hoping that they would. At this point, the Cruiserweight division would be much more popping than this. So I'm going to go with Tozawa and Rick Swann. Probably will win the match in like 5 minutes because they don't give these dudes no time at all. Which really, that's what bothers me about the Cruiserweight division. They're not giving them any time. They're not giving you a chance to.
What are you talking about? They gave them a whole show. What do you mean they're not giving them any time? 205 Live.
No, when they put the shows on Raw. It's like a 2-minute infomercial. Like, yeah, check out 205 Live. Here, go out there, do something, be merry. It's like, can you give me a reason to watch 205 Live?
Akira Tozawa.
A 45-minute show.
Akira Tozawa is the reason.
45-minute show.
You go and see Akira Tozawa. You're like, damn, I need to watch 205 Live.
No, Grand Metalik was the reason I wanted to see.
Hey, what happened to Grand Metalik?
Exactly.
First off, Akira Tozawa was nasty. He's really good.
He is, but I'm ready to see him in Grand Metalik. Like, what the hell?
He's on it. He's on it. He's on 205 Live.
I don't watch 205 Live. So anyway, Professor Anthony Quintana, give me your thoughts on this, man.
I exposed the fakers out here.
Very fake. It's very fake news. Go ahead.
Let me just say this for A-Track Brown to feel at ease. Since this is a pre-show match, they will get more than 2 minutes. I say they will get about 8 minutes.
You know who won't get more than 2 minutes? You know who won't get more than 2 minutes? Kevin Owens in the main event. Not more than 2 minutes. We'll get to that later. Go ahead, Professor.
We'll get there when we talk about when we get there.
But anyway, let's talk about this great pre-show match. They'll get 8 minutes of great solid wrestling, great 205 Live wrestling.
It's going to be 205 minutes and done for Kevin Owens very quickly, brother.
Can we talk about the pre-show? Can we talk about the pre-show, please?
Go ahead.
We're here to talk about the pre-show. It's all about the pre-show. Anyway, this is the lesson that Brian Kendrick is teaching Akira Tozawa. So I'm going to go with Brian Kendrick, Noam Dar, and Alicia Fox.
There you go.
Alicia Fox.
I'm going to take Rick Swann and Akira Tozawa just because I'm a big fan of both of them. That's it. I have no real reason as to why I'm taking them. I don't know a storyline between it. I don't know what's going on. So I'm taking Rick Swann and Akira Tozawa. I think they would make a great tag team, period. They should just team these two guys up and make them tag team champions. Have them beat the Bullet Club or the Club, whatever they're called. Just
hashtag black and yellow excellence.
I'm with it.
Have to come out to the song black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
That is not nice. Anyway, okay, so
you know why they can't do. You know why they can't have them as a tag team and go after the tag team championships?
Why? Because they're too small.
Yes. Unfortunately, I can't. I don't want to say that, but that's what Vince McMahon sees, just cruiserweight. So all they would do is job out to the club.
Yeah,
but anyway, let's go.
I think it's a new era. Look, AJ Styles and Kevin Owens were champions of the world, and I say were because Kevin Owens has already lost that title.
But they're on the 205 Live show. They're cruiserweights, and that's what it is. Once they're pigeonholed into that title, that's it.
How long do you give 205 Live anyway? Okay, they're gonna need to do something with some of these wrestlers. They'll come up. I think what
they need to do with the cruiserweight division is not have it exclusive to any show. They need to have them both on SmackDown and on Raw. That should be the only inter show division, whatever you want to call it.
No, they should have two different cruiserweight divisions. They have enough. They have two different women's divisions. They have two different tag divisions.
Yeah, but I think
if they're gonna do that.
I think if they have them both on one show, you give a little bit more excitement to it than just having them separate.
No, here's what they needed to do with this, okay? They needed to keep it in Full Sail University. They needed not to have it in a large arena. Keep it intimate.
It needed to be on NXT. That was
keep real. Not even NXT. You could do a second hour to NXT 205 Live. Right in full.
Instead of having it before, is it before SmackDown or after?
It's after.
Yeah. And instead of having it, if they were gonna do that, they should have did it with the Full Sail crowd.
No reason to have it live. No reason to have it live. You could do it taped.
People don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
If you have it at a Full Sail crowd, more people will give a damn.
Oh yeah.
You see more people in the crowd, and it ain't gonna be like Americans. Basically, like you'll feel like you're watching Japanese wrestling, except for they're just literally bored. Yeah. They're not quiet out of respect.
And then they would have graduated to bigger arenas off the strength. Look at what happened at NXT. So that's the way to start it. They should have started it that way, but they didn't do that. They and you know what? To their credit, or at least to give them the benefit of the doubt, is what I should say. I thought it was going to work regardless. I was like, these guys are amazing. Like, people are going to gravitate towards them regardless because they're so good. Didn't happen. Yeah, it didn't happen. But whatever. There's some guys that are breaking out. Neville's doing his thing. I think Neville's connecting with people because he's
Neville is the shining light in this, and I'm hoping he
looks like a character from Lord of the Rings. He looks like an orc mixed with one of the little the dwarfs. Like, he looks like one of them together. That you know that's just a badass. Like, he's just so good.
He looks like Mini Bram.
He looks like Mini Bram. Limited.
He's the mini version of Bram. That's exactly what he looks like.
But he's so much better than Bram, you know.
Of course, he's way better than Bram.
And he's doing his thing. So I think he's connecting. Of course, Jack Gallagher, he's connecting. He's a comedy, but he's connecting.
They got him out there doing that comedy stuff, and for the WWE audience, they feed right into stuff like that. So I guess from a WWE fan standpoint, I can see, you know, that those two are getting over. They are making that feud somewhat interesting. I ain't gonna lie. I get a chuckle out of Jack Gallagher when I see his dumbass antics on Raw with that umbrella. That's kind of funny.
It's funny.
But there's very limited people that's connecting, and just
it's only three,
and maybe even Akira Tozawa and Rich Swann. That's it.
Akira's kind
of made it more exciting than anybody. I mean, I don't know what scale of excitement you want to put it on, but they've made it look more interesting than most. I'm hoping that they do something with Cedric Alexander and Neville. You know, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Oh, that'll be an excellent match. And Akira Tozawa's kind of connecting because he's so damn good, and he has a lot of charisma regardless.
And he screams.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's a strong style light in the WWE. What the hell is that, man? You sound like a freaking peacock.
That's how he sounds when he's screaming.
And not the party peacock, not Dalton Castle. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, we got Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson versus
Nerds.
Bro, that was so stupid, bro. It was funny, but it was dumb. Sure, but let me tell you this. I mean, who's gonna remember that besides, like, you know, people in their 30s at this point? Like, I mean, it's a Revenge of the Nerds reference for any youngsters watching this. Go watch Revenge of the Nerds.
I guarantee you, if they keep that going, if they have Karl Anderson talk smack, and then at the very end you just have Gallows come out. nerds. It'll get over because the minute people see his face come back, they're gonna scream out nerds, and it's gonna get over.
Yeah, but it'll get over for different reasons than what they're thinking. Nobody knows Revenge of the Nerds. You understand? Like, so it'll get over because people like to chant one-worders. You know, so maybe if they become halfway into
are you insulting the intelligence of people that might Google Revenge of the Nerds?
No. Well,
nobody's going to think to do that. That's the problem.
That's a timeless classic. I think people in their 20s, even their teens, would remember this.
I'm not insulting their intelligence. I'm saying they don't know about it. That doesn't mean they're not intelligent, Q.
This new generation don't know nothing.
Hey, be nice. Be nice.
Hey,
all right.
I ran into a girl who doesn't know who U2 is. Okay?
I saw a guy. I know a guy that didn't know who Paul McCartney was. Dead
That's
ass.
insane.
He didn't know who Paul McCartney was. But anyway, hey, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, all right, let's get to this, right? Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson versus Enzo Amore and Big Kaz. So they're looking right. It's looking like Enzo is gonna turn heel or something. Somebody's gonna turn heel here, right? Like, I mean, they're starting to do a little like Enzo's really annoying type thing. I don't know. I'm not interested in this match. I'm not. I don't think they've done a good job with Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows, to be honest with you, man. And this,
they got the belts.
Yeah,
come on, what does that mean,
this
man?
run this is the Kevin Owens version of a tag team run.
No, I mean, but when has there been a decent tag team run in the last, I don't know how long, besides the New Day, I guess. And even the New Day was kind of comical, and they didn't win all their matches, you know, and it's just the way, I don't know, I'm not 100% with the booking of it.
No, I understand exactly where you're coming from. They don't have that snap factor to it when
like
they come
Demolition walk to the ring. Oh my God. Like the Road Warriors walk to the ring, it was a problem. You were getting destroyed.
You hear Carl Anderson and Gallows' music, you need to get scared.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the
heard,
mood.
Back in the day, you heard, even before What a Rush started, people were like, whoa, it's the Legion of Doom. You know what I mean? Are you guys there?
Make these guys serious. They got to at least make them serious for the audience, for any other tag team. I don't think that Enzo and Cass walk away here. I don't think they're gonna break them up just yet. I think Enzo and Cass loses. I think they get those belts at Mania. They've never won tag team gold at all. Even though Enzo is horrible at wrestling. Like, I saw that match with Cesaro, and that was like the look on Cesaro's face was like, is this guy serious? Did he really just do that?
Hey, but he makes up for it though. Like, he is the mouthpiece, you know. Like,
and you can tell they are protecting Big Cass, like they protect Cena, like they protect Reigns. Vince sees Big Cass as a possible future top guy. That is for real. So, you know, when you say that they're planting seeds for a breakup, I wouldn't be surprised, but not just yet. I think, you know, give it a year or two.
Pick a winner.
Gallows and Anderson.
All right, Professor Anthony Quintana, give me something.
I agree with A-Track. I think they are planting the seeds a little bit, but they're not going to break up just yet. I think they're going to go with the comical Monday Night Raws after Monday Night Raws of Enzo being a little bit annoying, a little bit of a smartass, and then Big Cass trying to be a peacemaker, big brother, just to kind of tone him down a little bit. As far as this match goes, you know, Enzo and Cass have to win the titles, but not just yet. So I'll go with the club too. And
I'm going with both of you guys, man. I'm taking the club, and I don't think Enzo and Cass break up just yet either. But it's coming. It's coming. And quite frankly, I don't want to see that. I think they're good together. I am not 100% sure what will happen to Big Cass when he's on his own. I'm not sold on him as a singles competitor yet. He had
a decent run.
It was all right. It was all right. He can deliver a line. He's not thinking of these lines, but nobody else is. You know, it's clear that Enzo's riding for him, so they need to keep Enzo around because Enzo makes Kaz interesting, in my opinion. And you know, he's a beast. He's a big dude, and he has charisma. But let's see. I think it's a little premature to break these guys up. Let's give them a title run at WrestleMania and see what happens. So I'm taking the club, and that's a clean sweep. All right, we're all moving on to the next one. You guys ready for this? Neville, the greatest cruiserweight in the history of WWE cruiserweights. The king of the cruiserweights. Neville versus Jack Gallagher. Or Gallagher, whichever you prefer. A-Track Brown. I want to see this match. I'm interested.
You want to see A-Track Brown versus Neville?
Why wouldn't I want to see A-Track Brown versus Neville? You would get your face kicked in, and it'd be awesome. I'd post it on One Wrestling so people can see it. They would give it nothing but thumbs up. It'd be amazing.
I'd be the human suplex machine, bro. It'd be over. I'd be putting him in the ground, and ain't gonna be no flippity flop flops.
Hey, it's not.
This
isn't.
A-Track would be the downfall of 205 Live.
This isn't 205 Live. You're giving A-Track a lot of credit. That's like 305 Live. 205 Live. Get the hell out of here.
I have to know that I am 255 pounds. I lost bad weight. I used to be 285.
Well, that's 50 pounds more than 205 Live, right? So.
I'm gonna be calling it 250 Live.
All right, give me your thoughts.
Playboy Buddy Rose.
Give me your thoughts, A-Track.
Neville, of course. Like we were just discussing a few minutes earlier. This feud has actually given some meaning to the cruiserweight title. I still hate that belt.
But it doesn't look that bad. I mean, I feel you because I remember when they debuted this belt, I was like, "What the hell is that?" And we talked about it, collectively as a group on the PW Hustle that we didn't like this belt. But
give me a second, guys. I'll be right back.
But Neville kind of makes it look cool, no? Or am I just buying the Neville hype?
Because he wears a lot of purple.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So it suits him. It's all if you didn't know too much about the cruiserweight division and you saw Neville with that belt, you'd think he was on some Ultimate Warrior stuff. That he customly made it purple because he's a
white,
pink. Exactly. Yeah. So he makes it look somewhat legit, but they have to stop saying. I heard this not too long ago. Somebody said, I'm out the cruiserweight gold. I'm like, the belt is not gold. The tag team belts are not gold. You can't go after something that's not gold. You're just going after the silver.
It's a general phrase. Come on, man. Why are you picking on it?
I'm not. That's not nitpicking. It's obvious. Like, stop calling it gold.
Yeah, but they're gonna call it gold. They. Whatever. I can't argue.
And I'm looking at a silver belt. It's like, are these dudes blind? What the hell is going on?
Oh, God. Bleep. All right, give me a pick. A-Track, pick.
I'm going with Neville. I said Neville.
All right, sorry. And Neville, there you go. Professor Anthony Quintana.
I come back and I hear Pot of Gold. What are you trying to make fun of Neville?
No. Oh. We weren't doing that. Go ahead.
Okay. This match is intriguing. This match can be a comical show stealer. I'm not going to say it's going to be a 5-star match because I think Gallagher and
it could be. Really, it could be. They have the ability to do that.
No, I mean they have technical prowess. I'm not denying that, but I think for like comical and kind of like charismatic, I think both the guys can really like take to the crowds for what Neville does, what he brings to the table as king of the cruiserweights, and what Gallagher does with the umbrella and stuff. So I think it's going to be a very enjoyable match that people might not be expecting. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to steal the show. With that being said, I still got to go with the king. The king rules.
The king of the cruiserweights, Neville. I'm picking him too. So that's a clean sweep. Listen, I happen to think.
Should I get my broom? Because we clean sweeping right now.
If we clean sweep the rest of the card, get your broom out. All right.
Okay.
Listen. Here's the deal, right? I think Neville has a legitimate claim to being the best cruiserweight in the world. Am I bugging? He's really, really good. Like, I was a Neville fan when he was Pac back in the day, and I thought he was ridiculous then. But I think he stepped it up with the character. You know he can wrestle, but now he's showing the charisma. I mean, what do we got? Will Ospreay, Neville. We got
Ricochet.
Ricochet, who's ridiculous. I mean, all these guys are so good.
We got Kushida.
Yeah.
I
don't know if Kushida matches to
Zack Sabre.
To Neville. The Zack Sabre Jr. is not in the category. I agree with you.
The one thing that the thing is, I think Kushida has a he doesn't have.
Kushida can hang with him in the ring, but I don't know. About
It's just that Neville does a lot of aerial stuff, so he does a lot of things that are impressive. But on the ground game, Kushida every time. I pick Kushida every time.
That's just because you're a New Japan mark. I'm not gonna go there.
If that was the case, I would have picked Will Ospreay. I didn't pick him.
But he's not Japanese, and you have, if he was Japanese, it would be Will Ospreay all day. Your favorite wrestlers are all Japanese. You wish that you were from Japan. I get it. It's fine. We love the Japanese. We love the Asians. We love them. They love us here. The United States. We love the Asians. We love them. I think Neville's the best right now in the world. Is that a stretch?
DJZ has something to say about that.
It's not a stretch. Yeah, but it's not a stretch.
Who's that?
DJZ. It's not a stretch.
No,
listen,
nasty. Yeah,
he may be joking, but DJZ is nice.
He's very good. He is very good. So, yeah.
But no, it's not a stretch. I don't think it's a stretch to say that at all. Yeah. I mean, it's just Pac we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not a stretch.
All right, bet. As long as I don't feel bad that it's not a stretch. Okay, next match. What do we got? I'm looking forward to this, man. All right. Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is a star. He is a star. This is undeniable, and a lot of people have known this for a long time, but I'm sorry. Until you come to the WWE, and I'm not saying the in-ring because the in-ring is better in a lot of other places. Until you come to the WWE and prove that you can hang on a camera with a mic, okay, you just haven't made it. It's just the truth. It is the truth. And you give me that stupid face 8-track. Let's look at AJ Styles. Let's look at AJ Styles until he got to the WWE. What was the knock? He was like, you know what? He can't really talk. You know what? He's not that charismatic.
Point of order.
Hold on. Point of order. All right. So he went over to New Japan and stepped it up a bit. Okay. But there was only so many things he did over there. He did this.
I wasn't even talking about that.
He did that. All right, when he came to the WWE, that's when it was
like,
wow.
If you don't know what I'm about to reference right now, then I feel for you, brother.
What are you about to reference, A-Track?
AJ Styles stepped up that game in TNA.
Okay, sure.
All right. When he hooked up with Ric Flair, it was a brand new AJ
when he was a comedy. When he was a comedy
act. Even you was saying that.
He was a comedy
Even you was saying that.
As a comedy act, he's a legit wrestler now.
Point of order. Point of order.
He was a legit wrestler before he came to WWE.
No. I mean,
when he was the phenomenal loner.
Listen,
when he was the phenomenal loner.
Hold on. Let me talk. Listen, because people are gonna get all bent out of shape here. All right.
You know they are.
Yeah, because people don't know how to follow conversation. So yeah, I said he was a legit. This is what I mean by a legit wrestler. 100%. No one can knock AJ Styles on anything right now. On anything, he cannot be knocked. He is on another level. He might be you can make an argument for AJ Styles being one of the greatest of all time.
That's fine, okay? But he was
in
on
TNA,
that level.
In TNA, he was not on that level. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Not a knock to TNA, but he was not on that level.
Thoroughly impressed by the improvement.
Yes. That's not saying much. He was awful. When you're a comedic wrestler. When you're a comedic wrestler,
it wasn't a comedy. It wasn't comedy. You wasn't taking him as a comedic.
He was playing second fiddle to Ric Flair. He was coming out with robes. AJ Styles doing the stupid Ric Flair strut that was supposed to be funny.
You know what? I don't do rants on BSN.
Was I supposed to
I don't do rants on BSN, so I won't.
Regardless.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
Yeah.
Even if you think I'm wrong, I'm still right. But anyway, listen. When he came to the WWE, he stepped it up to another level altogether, and nobody can dispute that. No one. He is just so good. Like,
I don't know how you step it up after the matches he's had in Japan when he came to WWE.
Did I say anything about the in-ring? Follow the conversation.
Actually, you did say something about the in-ring.
I said he was always great in-ring. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Okay, so why are you referencing in-ring? I'm talking about his charisma. I'm talking about his ability to deliver.
No.
Yes, listen, shut up.
No.
I'm talking about his ability to deliver something, which it goes.
No.
Oh, you're so.
This is a great preview show for Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn, by the way.
It was leading to Samoa Joe. Huh?
Kangaroo court, and you know it.
Anyway, my point about this, right? Samoa Joe has done this over in the WWE. He shows up on screen, and it's like, man. People that never saw Samoa Joe anywhere else are like, wow, that guy's legit, and he's a badass. And he was able to communicate that without even being in the ring. He's able to communicate that verbally and through his actions, his character. I mean, yeah, his character, what he gives off. He was able to communicate that, and that has taken him to another level. He is a star.
That was always Joe.
Yes.
Joe was like that in ROH.
Yes,
he was like that in TNA. He was like in WWE.
Yes, but he didn't have that exposure.
In layman's terms.
He didn't have the exposure, and that wasn't always AJ Styles. So that's why I brought AJ Styles into the conversation. But
Joe was over when he got here. I mean, when he got here, but when he got to WWE.
NXT?
Yeah.
Of course he's going to be over in NXT. We already went through this with 205 Live. It's a different crowd. Okay, it's a different crowd.
Yeah. Still WWE.
Okay, so how do you explain
AJ was over when he got on the main roster.
How do you explain the 205 Live thing then? It's the WWE. They'd be over in Full Sail, but they wouldn't be over on Raw, right?
No.
That was admitted. We just had that conversation. So how do you explain
that? Wait. Here's what I'm trying to understand. Okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding your point. Was AJ Styles over when he got into the WWE?
Yeah, he was over, but nobody expected him to cut promos the way he is. And don't tell me that you did. Nobody expecting that.
You heard me say that this dude sounds like a complete doofus when he talks?
Is he or is he not cutting good promos? Is he or is he not cutting good promos?
Damn idiot.
Huh?
He sounds like an idiot.
So you don't think he's you don't think he's good? You don't think he has good promos?
He's gotten better, but he still sounds like a doofus when he talks. I am the champ that runs the camp.
Well, he has an accent, doofus.
I've been saying that for a minute now.
I think he's cutting good promos.
He did
cut it up to another level.
When he first got here, he was cutting some good promos, but after that, after a while, he started sounding like just a straight country bumpkin moron. And I've been saying this for a minute.
Which connects to the WWE audience, which gives him the charisma that you don't even want. See, this is the difference. You can't separate being the wrestling fan and seeing the sports entertainment factor that AJ Styles has adapted to it. Now, what Billy Ray is trying to say, I'm not even going to put words in your mouth, Billy Ray.
Go ahead.
But what you're saying is with Samoa Joe being in the letters WWE, what it represents, what a lot of wrestling fans cannot accept, and what it is still number one in the world. Once Samoa Joe comes in with, it's a seal of approval that Samoa Joe has now delivered. He got whatever raw potential he had in Ring of Honor, whatever raw potential.
With that seal of approval,
it is what it is. It's the final stamp you need.
All right. Hold on. Listen, track. Listen.
No, I'm not hearing this crap. No. I don't want to hear this.
Okay.
No.
So step away, please, and let the professor and I continue the rest of the show. Okay? If you can't handle this like a grown adult,
because my headphones ain't in my ear, because I ain't trying to hear that crap. I ain't trying to hear that. No.
This is the level of maturity that I have had to deal with my entire life, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, Slam.
My entire life. Okay.
Seal of
Professor
approval.
only for about 10 years, but me, my entire life, I've been dealing with this. Yes, you can pity me. Yes, because it's something to pity. All right. Are you back? Are you ready now? Are you ready now?
I don't want to hear no more of your black foolishness. Ready?
I've been ready. You're the one that couldn't listen. I can't take it. I gotta go away.
I've been ready. I was born ready. I was ready since first call. Roll.
So somebody says something I don't agree with. Let me go hide because I can't come up with a legit argument.
Give me back my bike, A-Track. Give me back my bike. You stole it.
Because I ain't buying that seal of approval WWE crap. Right, I'm not buying that.
Hey, listen, man. Reality hurts for everyone. It is what it is. Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. Two beasts in the ring.
Can I go first? Billy Ray? I'll give you my pick.
Professor Anthony Quintana, please go first. Please enlighten us here. Please. You're not gonna run and hide, right? If I got something different to say.
No.
You're not gonna turn around. You're not gonna throw a tantrum and take off your headphones like a 2-year-old boy.
Absolutely not.
Good.
Absolutely
on,
not.
Professor.
I love to agree to disagree. It's the best form of entertainment for me.
Cool.
But anyway.
All right.
2-second prediction. The Destroyer, the one and only Destroyer in wrestling today, Samoa Joe. Seal of approval. He wins.
Okay, first of all, listen. You need to shut your mouth.
You're back.
Okay.
Oh, you're back. You need
to shut. Wait till we start the hustle. And that's all right. Talk. Go ahead. Talk.
You're back,
Talk.
huh?
Go ahead. Okay. Is it my turn? Is it time for my pick?
You tell us. You tell us. You're the one that turned your back on us. Are you ready, A-Track Brown?
Can I go? Can I talk now?
Are you ready to talk? It's a question I'm asking. I need an answer for it.
Is it time for input?
Are you ready to talk? Are you ready to give calm, concise answers here? Are you ready to do that?
We back on planet Earth.
Huh? I don't think we ever left planet Earth.
We're back on planet Earth.
I've been to Saturn.
Hey, I've been to Saturn.
You've been to Saturn.
We're back from Saturn, right?
All right.
I mean, sandworms. You hate them. So we're back now. All right. Check this out. All right. I say Joe wins, even though I think the match should be a squash and they should resume at WrestleMania. I say Joe wins, and it's going to be a good match. It's going to be the best match of the night. Joe was already the man before he got to the WWE. Joe will always be the man. And as far as your Destroyer talk, we'll pick that up later.
I'm taking Samoa Joe. All right, at least he should win. Actually, man, what are they gonna do at Mania for Samoa Joe?
They need if I
think he should be wrestling Triple H. I don't think Seth Rollins should be in this match. I would rather see Samoa Joe and Triple H personally.
Balor going to make it back for WrestleMania?
They're saying he is.
If that's the case, then Finn Balor needs to wrestle Joe.
Oh, Finn Balor. I thought you meant Seth Rollins. I have no idea about Finn Balor. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. If Seth Rollins makes it back for Mania,
you never know the severity of the knee injury, so I'll just say this: you can incorporate Finn Balor and Seth Rollins in a tag match against maybe Triple H and Samoa Joe.
Here's the thing: I honestly believe Seth is coming back. They wouldn't have done what they done on Monday if he wasn't.
No, he's definitely coming back.
He's coming back, yeah. But you never know the severity of a knee injury to do what he needs to do.
No, I think he'll be back by Mania.
But I think best situation here is if you're gonna have Samoa Joe wrestle anyone, you can't have him wrestle Finn Balor because he's gonna lose. You want Samoa Joe to come out winning. I don't want him to lose. I'm sorry.
Can't Joe beat Balor?
Huh?
Can't Joe beat Balor? Because
Balor would be returning. So he's one of the top faces. They want to make him look good. You really see them putting a Samoa Joe over Finn Balor at WrestleMania right now? I just don't see that.
I don't know if I can see it. I'm just saying I don't think it really hurts either one of them, to be honest.
Well, I don't see them doing it. I think it would. Well, maybe it wouldn't hurt, but I don't see them doing it personally.
I mean, it could kill Joe's momentum a bit because he came in as such a monster, but it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation to think about because who else do you put in that spot? If Seth Rollins is able to go at Mania, he's fighting Triple H. So then what do you do with Joe? You have to have this match with Zayn be a squash. I mean, not a squash, or be a schmaz or whatever, and they pick it up again at Mania. That's it. That's if Seth Rollins,
the reason I say a tag team, it just protects Seth Rollins. That's why I'm just saying, just in case of his knee injury, he might be. You're right. He's going to be back at Mania, but you never know the severity of the knee injury. So a tag team match protects Seth Rollins. He could do a little bit of stuff in the ring. So whether he teams with Finn Balor or if he teams with Sami Zayn to just go into this match with maybe Samoa Joe and Triple H.
All right, so we're all picking Samoa Joe, right?
They say, I'm going with Joe. If what they say is true about the formation of Triple H doing like a new evolution, if they did that somehow and they helped Joe win over Balor, you don't make Balor look bad because now you give Balor somebody to go up against, and that's the quote unquote new evolution.
You know what? I don't mind that they do a new evolution. Fine. I mean, I could care less, but I don't mind. What I really want to see is the Samoan SWAT team. So Samoa Joe and the Usos, man. They should just make that happen.
Samoa Joe, the Authors of Pain. Forget the Usos, the Authors of Pain. Are they Samoan?
Suck. I don't know. They're not good.
What's the matter? Did
you see that promo that the Usos cut on SmackDown?
Oh, it was great, dude. That was great.
They gotta make them gangsters. Oh man, Samoa Joe and the Usos and you remember the Samoan SWAT team?
Right there,
the Samoan gangster party in ECW?
Yeah.
When they came down, you were like, somebody's gonna die. You know what I mean? Like this is what that could be. They'd be like, oh God, it's Samoa Joe and the Usos. And I wouldn't even be opposed to throwing Roman Reigns in there and give him an attitude adjustment.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. That's the Samoa Gangsters party right there.
Now we need the Usos. We need 4 at least. Three will do it, but we need 4.
You gotta wait for the draft to to put them all together.
Oh, man,
That Samoan dynasty. You gotta wait.
But make them like they need to roll through the WWE like the Shield did. They gotta make them into that, like just monsters. I'm so happy for Samoa Joe. It's incredible because like I was literally sitting down watching Raw and I wrote my wife. I'm like, look, that is Samoa Joe. He's on Raw. It's just surreal. Professor and I saw him for $15, right? And maybe less. I'm not sure. Anyway,
I think maybe 10 to 15.
Yeah, for $15 in the gymnasium, man. Like and we were fans back then, in the early TNA days, you know, and that's why I went to see. Like I want to see Samoa Joe. I didn't know him until TNA. I really wasn't big into Ring of Honor, you know, and I was like, I want to see Samoa Joe, and he's been my favorite wrestler in a lot of ways for a long time, along with like Davey Richards, Kota Ibushi. And now that he's on Raw, I kind of feel proud of him for some reason. It's freaking weird because I don't know this guy. You know, I don't know him. I don't know him from a hole in the wall. He'll probably be like, "Why are you proud of me?" He's dumbass, you know, like Mark. But but I do. I feel proud of him when I see him on television. And not only that, he's doing his thing, which is more than I can ever ask for personally. Like, I mean, I want them to give him a title, you know, but.
All praises to Triple H. He has an eye for talent.
I'm not going to knock him. I mean, well, it doesn't take much of an eye to see that Samoa Joe's the freaking man.
Exactly.
For one. But I will give Triple H some credit for.
And that's Regal who talked to Triple H into bringing in Joe.
That's absolutely true too. But I will give Triple H some credit for standing by him and actually signing him.
That sounds like
Triple H,
CNN fake news.
Triple H has some vision. He has some vision here, man. Like we got to give him that. He has some vision. He knows what he's doing. He knows that height doesn't necessarily make a wrestler. You know, he's smart enough to understand this, and that's where it's going, man. So, good job. We all like Samoa Joe. We're about to break out the brooms here. All right, what are we doing here? Let me see. We are going long. Okay, that stupid argument and 8-Track Brown. Thank you very much. All right, Bayley versus Charlotte Flair. Now, it's a pay-per-view, right? So we know the stupid gimmick already, and I think it's dumb. I think Charlotte is going to win. I'm just going to get it over with now because it's just ridiculous. And then she loses it every other Monday Night Raw, it seems. Like at least once a month she's losing this title. Yeah, I don't get it, but whatever. I'm not interested in the match. It might be a very good match. Both of these women can go. So let me not say that. But as far as the storyline and everything, I'm just not interested in it, and it's kind of annoying to be honest with you. Do you mind, Professor, if I let 8-Track Brown go first? He looks like he's back.
No, man, that's it, man. I'm just taking my headphones off.
Man.
I'm leaving right now. Jesus. That's it, man. I'm just turning my back. Go ahead. You want to talk 8-Track? Go ahead.
Okay, 8-Track. He looks like he's like fake making out with himself back there.
Yeah, that's what I'm laughing at. Look at his wall. Like a cat. Anyway, I am going to go with Charlotte, and I also predict that Roger Power Tweeter will be doing backflips in his house once Bayley gets pinned because he hates Bayley.
He does.
He thinks Bayley is like another Cena, and I'm like, no, it's not the same. I'm trying to plead with him, but he's not feeling Bayley at all.
I don't think she's like another Cena. I get the comparison though.
I was trying to explain to him they gave it a belt because they wanted to make sure all the women, all the 4 horsewomen had the title. So all of them had the title. They're going to have the match at WrestleMania, make a DVD of the 4 horsewomen, and Rivers Revolution is going to sell like crazy, and they're going to constantly talk about how, you know, this Women's Revolution DVD was the highest seller and all that bull crap or whatever. So Charlotte wins it, and Charlotte finally will probably lose. Her streak will end at Mania in a 3-women's match with Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte. And if they were smart, they would do a 4-way with all 4 women, with Becky Lynch throw her in there too, and have them switch it up if she wins. But nonetheless, goes to Charlotte. I say Sasha causes Bayley to lose, and they have the 3-way dance at Mania, if that's possible.
All right, Professor, come on.
I think the intriguing part of this story is, will WWE writers make the streak break at Fastlane and not at WrestleMania? Because you wouldn't be shocked if WWE writers was really like, you know what, let's kind of like throw a curveball here and have Bayley come in.
I don't even think the streak breaks at WrestleMania. If it does, I mean, and I can see that because it's a big, it's a big stage. If it does break out WrestleMania, this streak was dumb.
It makes more sense for Charlotte
do you like this streak? I think it's just dumb. I mean, let's make it a real streak. Like, if you're gonna make it a streak and you're gonna invest time into it, give it time.
Well, she's a big money match person. She's won every pay-per-view so far. But the question is, do you let her lose at a Fastlane pay-per-view, or do you let it mean something at a WrestleMania?
She's not losing at Fastlane.
That's the thing.
Who are you taking? Are you taking Bayley?
You know what?
It's not so much that she lost. She's never been pinned, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't she lose by disqualification at one of them before?
No, she's undefeated at pay-per-views.
Oh,
she's
okay.
Totally undefeated at pay-per-view. She's won like 5 championships on a pay-per-view.
Oh, all right.
That's the thing.
For shizzle.
I'm gonna go with out the box pick. I think I'm gonna use that Sasha kind of thing because Sasha and Nia Jax have a pre-show match too. So Sasha causes.
Thank you for telling us at the beginning of the show, Professor Anthony Quintana.
Well, you're the host, so I don't have to say anything.
I asked you specifically. Are there any other matches? Like, no, that should be it. That should be fine.
Go back to the tapes, but anyway, I'm gonna go with Bayley to win. Because of Sasha trying to attempt to do something in there.
All right. You guys want to pick Sasha and Nia Jax real quick?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
Bring that big butt over
here. Professor.
You know I'll tear that thing up, boy.
Go ahead, Professor.
We'll grab it for the stabbing.
Isn't that Fame Black's girl, Atrax?
Yeah, Fame also has a
Fame loves some Nia.
All right, well, then me and Fame could share her. Or I could just take her. See, I can cut you in. I can cut you out. I can just cut you.
Why do you have a knife next to you?
I gotta be ready.
Because he's cooking because he's eating some steak right there. You can see it.
I got knives. I got mace. I'm always ready.
Professor,
and you got a dog.
Go ahead, Professor.
I'm gonna go with Sasha.
All right,
to get the win.
All right, Sasha should win. I don't think she will, but I think she should. I think Nia Jax is gonna win.
Out there.
Put that away. Okay, what do we got going on here? All right, we did that.
Main event.
No, we still have.
Oh wait, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman.
This is gonna be a tough one.
Do
you sacrifice the momentum of Braun?
Let's keep in mind here that Roman Reigns is facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So either The Undertaker comes out and causes interference, which is the only way I see Braun Strowman going over here. The Undertaker comes out and chokeslams Roman Reigns, and it could be either a disqualification or he can outright get pinned by it. But otherwise, Braun Strowman could have just been built to be Roman food, which is what A-Track's Brown's been saying for a long time. So I'm going to let A-Track take this.
I'm saying Roman wins.
Roman Reigns.
The Roman Reigns. You don't need first of all, you don't need the Undertaker to come out to spark this feud during the match. He can just come out after. Because they gotta make Roman look strong going into Mania. So he beats him. Undertaker comes out after, slams him or whatever. I'm still sticking with it. Is Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Ogre.
Ogre?
He served his purpose already.
Oh, yeah. He does look like Ogre. What is this Revenge of the Nerds thing? He does look like Ogre, man. He does. Go ahead, Prof.
For the same reason, for a different reason, I'm going with Braun Strowman to win because of The Undertaker turning off the lights, getting in that ring, choke slamming Roman Reigns, and Braun gets the win to keep that momentum going.
You say Braun Strowman get the win? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because the lights go out, Undertaker choke slams Roman Reigns. You disrespected the Undertaker at Royal Rumble by saying that's my yard, so Undertaker doesn't forget.
I have a hard time seeing them screw with Braun Strowman and the run that he's on. But then again, this is the WWE. So I'm taking Roman Reigns to win this match. Roman Reigns needs to be strong going into WrestleMania. And what way to be stronger? What way to look stronger than to beat Braun Strowman? Right? You beat Braun Strowman. Undertaker, does whatever he does to you. And then you beat Undertaker at WrestleMania. Yup, that's happening. He's beating the Undertaker.
And then you become the most hated man ever.
He already became the most hated man ever. Like this is but this is gonna solidify.
It ain't doing him no favors.
Not doing him any favors unless you turn him heel. If you turn him heel when he beats the Undertaker, like if he beats the Undertaker straight heel, that might be good. Like I mean, if he brings here I go with the Usos again. But if he brings the Usos out and The Rock, well, The Rock's never gonna happen because he's making movies. But he brings the Usos out and they destroy the Undertaker. You remember when who was it? It was the Yokozuna and the Islanders when they put him.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They put him in a coffin and took off.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so the Head Shrinkers. I'm sorry, not the Islanders. It was Yokozuna and the Head Shrinkers that did that. They can do that again, and that'll get Roman Reigns over. And over in a way that people will still boo him, but they'll be like, all right, there's something more to him. And he comes out on Monday Night Raw the next night and not give a damn. I think that can help him, but that's the only thing. I
told you I was the guy.
Yeah. And now I'm the guy.
I think quickly before we get into the next match, I think win or lose, Roman Reigns will go in strong into Mania against Undertaker. So that's why I say you build up heat for that match against Undertaker by costing him that match.
I mean, I get it. That's your scenario is not out of the question. You know what I mean? I get that. I get where you're coming from.
They might kick that off tomorrow night on Raw. Who's to say that they won't have a rematch after Braun Strowman loses on Sunday to keep Braun Strowman a little bit more interesting? He loses on Sunday, asks for a rematch on Monday. Undertaker comes out on Monday and helps him win. That starts it off.
Well, it's already started because he eliminated him at the Rumble. This is the reason why we're talking about this in the first place.
So they're really going with that.
Yeah, it's official. Yeah, this is happening. And Roman Reigns is winning. Take it to the bank, bro. Take it to the... I mean, there is no way in hell Roman Reigns isn't walking out of there with a victory. WrestleMania, I mean. He's beating The Undertaker. Get ready for it. Okay.
So maybe The Undertaker beats him and tries to give him a seal of approval or something, or tries to get him over with a crowd. Maybe they won't boo him if The Undertaker raises his arm like The Rock did.
The YWC will figure out a way to flip that and just be like, they'll start you lost to a 50-year-old chant or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 for Roman Reigns, 1 for Braun Strowman. All right. And there goes the sweep. Main event time. Kevin Owens versus Goldberg for the WWE Universal Championship. 8-track Brown.
I'm reluctantly going with Goldberg. Reluctantly.
Give me a time, 8-track. That's what I want to know. I think it's a foregone conclusion, brother. Goldberg is walking out of there with that belt. It's the time. That's what I want to know. Did you say 3 minutes? Give me a time, 8-track Brown.
I'm going with over 5 minutes. They're not squashing. They can't do this to Kevin Owens, yo.
All right.
I say over 5 minutes. It's going over 5 minutes.
Professor Anthony Quintana, give me a pick and the time it's happening. If you're picking Owens, no need for a time. But if you're picking Goldberg, give me a time.
You know what, everybody? I was one of those ones saying it's gonna be when Goldberg wins the Universal Championship. But you know what? I'm gonna go with the Miracle. It's like if any old heads ever watched that movie 3 O'Clock High. You know, they took bets. They took bets about how long this fight was gonna last.
What is this? 80s? We're referencing 80s movies all through here.
This is the 80s.
Hey, that's a great movie, man. 3 O'Clock High is awesome. Go watch it. Go ahead.
So not only is Kevin...
No, wait a minute. How many of us thought that was Raven when we saw that movie? When we saw Raven in the rest
we didn't know. Yo, it's that dude from 3 O'Clock High. Yo, I didn't know Johnny Flamingo was in 3 O'Clock High. Like, how did that happen? Go ahead, brother.
Oh my God. So not only Kevin Owens, aka Jerry Mitchell, will go over 3 minutes, and I win my bet, but he's gonna win the fight too.
Wow.
With the help of Brock Lesnar.
No, that
Brock
makes no
Lesnar's
sense. That makes no sense. Here's the only reason I'm saying that. I mean, I'm not saying it won't happen, Q. You might be absolutely right. I'm just saying in terms of the Universal Championship, which is supposed to be valuable, it makes no sense. Why would Brock Lesnar come in there and beat up Goldberg and then they're wrestling at WrestleMania, and he loses his shot at winning the Universal title because it won't be there. Kevin Owens will have it.
Because all that matters to Brock Lesnar is the guy who keeps beating him.
So he doesn't care about the Universal title, meaning the Universal title doesn't mean anything, which is bad.
That's another thing for Paul Heyman to sell down the road to after Mania at SummerSlam. He's got to conquer the person, not a belt.
He has a point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree, but you have a point. That's something that they could do.
Definitely. They definitely could do that. I think you're absolutely right that they could do it. I think it's stupid to do. I see why you would say that. I get you.
You gotta learn your mistakes. And WWE made a mistake with John Cena Rock too. When they made it for the championship, it lost every meaning and it became too predictable.
I don't agree. I think it was just John Cena Rock too that nobody cared about. I don't think it had anything to do with that.
But not only did John Cena win the Rumble, but you knew that Rock was going to do his movie, and you put the title on him, and then
because going in, everybody knew Cena was going to win that belt.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
so why would you do the same thing twice with Brock Lesnar beating Goldberg and
because they already got your money?
Yeah, and they already telegraphed this whole thing. You think Goldberg is going to beat him again in 2 minutes? It makes no sense. He's losing at Mania. Right. And I think it was part of his contract.
He's like in 2 minutes.
Yo, it might happen, but I think it was part of it. Goldberg said, "Listen, if I'm coming back, I want to win. I want to beat Brock Lesnar. And if you want me to come back again after that, I want a Universal title. I want to look strong in front of my kid." That's what he wanted. He said it on several occasions outside of the WWE before he came back. If he were to ever come back, it's for his kid to see him wrestle. He wasn't going to walk in there and have his kid watch him get slaughtered.
His kid saw him wrestle twice.
Yes.
He beat Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. He went in the Royal Rumble, did his thing, and then he's doing some things on Raw.
Absolutely,
so I think he's already lived up to the billing.
But what I'm telling you is that he has another match coming up at Mania against Lesnar. What I'm telling you is that he was a smart guy when he went in there. He didn't care whether or not he went in there or not. He wanted a specific amount of things, and he was like, "This is what I want. If you guys want Goldberg, this is what I want." And they were not nice enough, but smart enough to say, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." And Brock Lesnar, who just really doesn't care as long as he's getting paid, he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll lose in 2 minutes. Yeah, sure, I'll lose in a minute. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever, you pay me. How much?"
I think you're gonna see either Brock Lesnar or Chris Jericho. Those are the determining factors to whoever's gonna win this match.
I think I get that, but you don't need that. But I think it was you, A-Track? No, I know. I get it. I said you don't need it, but you're probably right because it's the WWE. But was it A-Track that said? I don't know if you said this or not. So correct me if I'm wrong. That excuse me. Who is it? Brock Lesnar comes out and screws with Goldberg, but then Jericho comes out and screws with Owens, and then Brock Lesnar wins still.
I didn't say that.
Okay. I don't know where I heard it then. I heard
somebody
it
did, but it wasn't me.
Credit to whomever said that. But that's very possible. I think Billy Ray's prediction. I think Goldberg wins clean in under 3 minutes, and I'm being conservative. I'm being conservative. It could actually be under 2 minutes. I think it's a squash match. It's the only thing that makes sense. Not that the WWE has a track record of making sense. But if he's going to squash Brock Lesnar the way he has and punk Brock Lesnar the way he did at the Rumble, he has to beat Kevin Owens in the same manner for it to be believable at WrestleMania.
If the bell rings at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time, your prediction will come to fruition. If the match starts at 10:20, then we're gonna have a long match.
We might have it's not gonna be a long match. We're gonna have a
no. We're gonna have a longer match. We're gonna have a longer. We're gonna be like, what? 3 minutes.
10:23. This is over already. Damn.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, I could be wrong. It could be 10:23. He loses quickly, and then at 10:30, Holy Foley comes on. So the WWE Network.
All right, man. So that's it. I think we can all agree that it's gonna be an interesting pay-per-view, at least. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but it has the potential to be very good. Let's rate it and give me what you think match of the night's gonna be. A-Track Brown, give me from 1 to 10. What do you think this is gonna? Where do you think this is gonna rank? And match of the night.
I think it's going to be a 1-10, a 5. Match of the night is probably going to be Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn. If not Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn, then surprisingly, Neville versus Mustache Man. Gallagher. There you go.
Okay. Professor, go ahead.
I think because the card's very intriguing, I think a lot of matches can deliver. I'm going to give it a strong 7, and match of the night will be Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn.
I'm going to give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think it's going to be good. And I think match of the night is going to be, it's easy to say Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn, so I'm not going to go there, even though that's what I believe. I'm going to go ahead and pick Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman match of the night.
It could be.
That's what
very
I'm picking.
intriguing.
That's what I'm picking. All right, guys. Big Slam Nation prediction show. Leave your predictions in the comment section below. It's 8-track Brian, the dirtiest of the city, the Professor Anthony Quintana. My name is Billy Ray Valentine. All right? Don't forget to check everybody else out. Big Ray doing the TNA reviews. And don't forget to check Big Ray and Ben Hameen over at the Impact Rebellion, putting out constantly good stuff week after week after week. Go download that, WrestleZone.com.
Breaking news.
What's that?
Blue Pants has arrived at the Impact Zone.
Oh, God. Hey, we're gonna talk a lot of TNA over at the PW Hustle. We're going to talk some WWE. We're going to talk a little bit about everything. So go check us there. We're going to record that right after this. Also, I want to give a big shout-out to Fame Black and Mimi Shells, Lisa, OK Fabe, who covers SmackDown consistently on the channel. The boys over at the Sunday Segway. And, of course, Bill Schuyler, God bless you. Bill Apter, thank you for letting us do what you do. All right? Everybody, have a safe weekend. Be well. Go watch the PW Hustle. And,
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. When is Easter?
I don't know. I just felt like saying Happy Easter.
It's Lent. It's Lent right now. So.
Yes, it is. I saw a lot of people with the ashes on the forehead on Wednesday. So, peace. Take it easy, guys.